Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to share some tips and tricks on how to revive a dying jade plant like I did mine. I had bought a jade plant from the nursery, and after about 4 months of bringing it to my home, this was the condition of the jade plant. When I had bought it from the nursery, it was in a pretty healthy condition. I kept it in a very brightly lit space and watered it sparingly, but then also the leaves started rotting and the plant started dying. I followed some tips and some steps to revive the plant, and now you can see the state of the same plant after I did some changes to the routine of the plant. So here you can see how healthy the plant is looking. Jade plants are succulent houseplants which make them fairly resilient and easy to grow indoors. Plus they are very long-lived. So here you can see some tips and tricks on how to care for your beautiful jade plant. Once you follow all these steps, you can see how healthy and beautiful your plant will grow to be. I can see some new growths and perfectly healthy leaves on my plant without much care. The tips and tricks that I'm going to share are pretty easy to follow and they don't require a lot of your time. So let's get started. First thing first, the first thing that you need to make sure is the soil of the plant. The soil of the plant needs to be very light. It does not need to have coco peat in it because the soil should be a very well drained soil. The jade plant doesn't like soggy feet or soggy roots. Second thing that we need to make sure is every month we should rake up the soil to create more aeration for the roots of the jade plant. Here when I am doing this, I can feel that the roots have pretty grown up to the top of the pot that I have kept my jade in. So probably I'll be shifting it pretty soon to another bigger pot because this pot would start developing root balls very soon and I can see the plant outgrowing the pot already. So I'm just raking a little bit of the soil. The third tip is to water the soil, but before that we need to make sure that the soil is dry to our touch. So like here, when I'm touching the soil, it should not stick to my fingers. That is the point where we need to water our jade. These are succulents. They don't need to have a soggy soil to grow better. They need the dry patch in between to have the water, and that's the trick. So here I'm watering my jade plant. I don't need to over water it. I'll just water it enough so the soil becomes moist, and I'll wait for the soil to drip out of the pot to see if I have not overwatered it. So here I can see that the water has dripped out of the soil, but I can also feel that the water is being sucked up by the soil again. So I think I watered it pretty nicely and it is good. I have not overwatered my jade, and that's the trick. We don't need to overwater the plant. The next thing, the most important one, is to place it in a place where it can get at least 3 to 4 hours of direct sunlight. So I am placing it on a window which is a south facing window. So when I had first placed it in my house indoors where there was indirect light, it was rotting and not doing well. But when I placed it in a window where it gets at least 2 to 3 hours of sunlight, it's growing pretty well, and it is also developing new plants. You can see a leaf that fell off the plant during watering has started growing on its own because of the sunlight it's getting and the proper care. So this plant actually doesn't take too much of your time or too much effort, but it gives very good result. So that was the video, guys. I hope you like it. If you did, don't miss to hit the like button and share the video. If you do like to watch more such videos, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.